Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go!
Do you have absolute certainty on how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for?
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the Unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes.
Do you think that worked?
Bella Verita doing in my beach house.
What are you? Who are you anyway?
What is happening? You're supposed to be like in the virtual world. You're in the real world. Like you're like right here.
I am right here in the real, in the raw, in the flash.
That is amazing. Gina Ricci, where are you?
I am back home. I am not in the beach house.
You left my beach house? What is happening? So listen, we have amazing people here. Gina, and why are you abandoning them? Come on, let's go, Gina. Come on, Gina. It's Monday. Wake up, Gina. What are you doing?
Sean, do you want to hear our first guest? This extraordinary man.
Why are you interrupting me?
Because I am Sean Caldy. I am. Let's get this thing going.
Let's go.
I think you're going to like this one. Master of Fan Jedi Order, Sean Caldy at TixFan. What industry or what company do you think this man positively disrupted?
I think Sabrett hot dog push cart selling. My mom pushed a Sabrett hot dog truck when she was little. My prediction is the hot dog push cart industry. That's mine.
Sean Caldy, I don't say this often, but you are wrong, sir. This is the man who broke Ticketmaster, positively disrupting the scalping industry. Welcome, Ken Lawson, to the Real Raw.
Ken, amazing. What did you do to disrupt ticket scalping and Ticketmaster? What happened?
I'm not quite as as saintly as she might have portrayed me. Okay, when I was 27 years old, I was selling workers' compensation insurance, and it was during the time in California when the lawyers had convinced the congressman in the state that you only needed to have 10% of your stress come from work, and you could go out on workers' comp. So everybody was going out on workers' comp. I was watching my clients go out of business.
Oh, Sean, I am so stressed out. I don't know if I can do this. Is so stressful.
Ken, you're killing me.
Oh my God, this is I need a break. This is so stressful.
Well, I was at the end. Anyways, it was killing me because I was watching my clients go out of business, and my clients I consider my friends, you know. So I found tickets, and believe it or not, I picked tickets because they're honest. You might not like the price you're paying me, but I'm delivering exactly
what's happening.
This is happening.
Ken, this is amazing. So we got to talk, brother. We have a gala for the American Foundation for the Blind coming up, and we're sourcing ridiculous experiences. And NFL Hall of Famers sitting for dinner with people, and MLB Hall of Famers, iconic Mets and Yankees. So, like, yeah.
California Council of the Blind. I used to raise money for them when I was like 16 or 17.
Whoa.
Are you kidding me? Like, this is like made up. Amazing, Ken. I really appreciate it. But as if those aren't fun enough facts. What is your fun fact?
That article right there started it all. That's why they call me the man who broke Ticketmaster.
What does it say?
There's an article in the chat. So we'll,
Well,
Vince,
cool.
if you can grab that link and put it in Slack
Perfect.
or something, that'd be amazing.
Amazing.
That's the one that tells about the old Ken. Okay, you gotta understand. I've been sober now close to 8 years. Okay.
Congratulations.
Bella, there's hope for you.
Before I got sober, okay, I mean, I literally called the judge and the prosecutor and thanked them for prosecuting me, because if they hadn't, I would have been dead by now.
Amazing.
Because I've been on a party train that was too rock and roll stylish.
Well, thank you.
Afterwards, I realized that, and I realized a lot of things. I told you the whole story.
Amazing. Thank you for your journey, and we would love to hear more at some juncture. But I must ask you, since the Jedi word came up, who is your favorite Star Wars character?
My favorite Star Wars? Obi-Wan Kenobi, the original.
Let's go. And I cannot wait to see the Obi-Wan movies. Ken is in the house. Yes.
I'll tell it in 10 seconds. That's how I changed my business, okay? I went from the most well-known scalper in history to general of the fan Jedi Order in about a millisecond. And it was the third day after I quit booze. I was in a cold turkey nightmare, and I hallucinated, guess who? Obi-Wan Kenobi. And all of a sudden, he was sitting next to me, talking to me. And I'm like, look, I'm a seasoned partier. I know I'm talking to myself.
I'm a seasoned partier. Might resemble that remark.
Yes. So Ken, congratulations on taking your first step into a larger world. Excellent. So G Money, who we got?
He said, does it matter? Yes, well, no, I guess it doesn't really matter.
Amazing. Thank you, Ken.
Next we have Gay Blackstone joining us from California, left coaster again. Television stage producer Sean Callagy, 2007 Hollywood's Women of Distinction by the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. Guess what? Like, she's all about illusion. Sean Callagy, Masters of Illusion. She's executive producer for the 2013 revival, International Brotherhood of Magicians, executive producer. And so there's just so much more about this incredible woman. Welcome, Gay, to The Real Raw.
Gay,
thank you.
Welcome. I keep telling Bella she should let me saw her in half, and she keeps thinking it's a bad idea. Can you please help me?
Of course I can. Now, there's so many different types of sawings, because in magic, there is many different types of magic as there is music. So I think off air, we should figure out what type of sawing you want to do.
Sean Callagy disappear.
You did good job, Bella.
I waved my hands and Sean Callagy disappeared.
I think that was very good. I really do. I think you have natural potential. So we should explore that, because
I think
you
the
never know
blind
what
guy
else.
is currently searching for knives in the kitchen, and this is very scary.
Oh, no, we don't want to do it with knives. We want to be much more creative than that. I was thinking since we have the Star
the item, we can't.
Oh, no. Since we have our Star Wars person on, I was thinking that perhaps we should do something out of this galaxy. So I think we should spend a little more time with it and come up with something that, would put you on two different planets simultaneously or something like that. So I really do. I think we need to think about
I was gonna say that. Yeah, Bella's last 5-MeO DMT trip, I think, did that.
Yeah, put me on another planet for sure. Yes.
So it's perfect. Okay, this is amazing. So what is your fun fact with your interplanetary magical capabilities?
My fun fact. I'm much shorter and smaller than people always think I am. Ooh. So I meet people and they always say to me, are you standing in a hole? Because you suddenly see me in a picture and it's like, I'm way down here. So that's it. Because when I have conversations with people, they think that I'm actually 5'9". And the difference is I think I'm 5'9" also. It's just that when I get measured, I'm 5'2". But in the meantime, that's it. People always think of me as being a much bigger person than what I actually am.
Well, let's hear for Gay and her amazing energy and taking off stage. Welcome to the party. We got Ken, we got Gay. Who else do we have here, G Money? Come on now.
We have Mr. Jonathan Runyon. He is a successful dentist based in Central Ohio, Sean Callaghan. He's running 2 dental practices, but the most important thing, Sean, he's the proud father of not 1, not 2, 5. Yes, 5 boys between 6 and 14 who, love spending time with them in their sports activities, in their life. He knows you, I believe, from Tony Robbins. I think you might have traveled somewhere with his son. I'm not sure. You can tell us about it. Jonathan, welcome to The Real Raw.
Thank you, guys.
Now, Jonathan, you whispered to me, at least it wasn't 5 girls.
I
what
did not
went
say
wrong?
that.
What happened? You had
3 daughters. I would never say something like that. I have 3 daughters. I would never say that.
Are you calling me a liar on national TV?
I
here?
think you must have misheard me.
Oh, I see.
So Jonathan, how are you?
I'm doing well, sir. Yeah, I got to know you kind of indirectly through my platinum year with Tony, and it stood out to me in France. I believe it was your son.
Yes.
Did he Is that correct? Or
yeah, my son Tyler. Yes.
Yep. So I got to kind of hear a little of your story there, and it was inspiring, and circled back a few years later, through this.
Wow, Jonathan, brother, thank you so much for that, and thank you, because all of you brothers and sisters that were there in Monaco and the south of France in the summer of 2018 treated my son so unbelievably. So I'm immensely grateful for that. Seriously, I said it there.
Yeah.
I mean it. So thank you.
Yeah, he's a wonderful soul, and he was raised properly. You can tell that.
Well, thank you, thank you. And how about yourself? What's your fun fact, Jonathan?
I think for me is I'm a oral surgeon. I do procedures all day long, and I'm in the category of a dentist. So a lot of people, I think, perceive a dentist to be kind of a nerdy white coat person. But I walk in the room and I'm 5'11", 220 pounds with tattoos on my arms, and relatively beefy. So I get quite the head turns a lot of times from patients when they know that I'm the one about to do some work on them. But
I love that, Jonathan.
I try to be gentle and with my tone, and but bring the positive energy, and let them know that I'm here to serve them, just like all of us here. Our mission to serve and to make the world better.
Awesome, brother. And I think, didn't we also, trying to think, meet? We were in the same dinner at an event was it in Florida or somewhere else? There was another time, I think, during that year.
I mean, we've been around a lot. I mean, we've been around each other quite a bit, and so yeah. I mean, I think we definitely cross paths a lot.
Well, Jonathan, thank you, and I appreciate you not being seen as a dentist, because I hear all the time, "Wow, you don't look blind." I get that all the time. I'm not sure what blind looks like, but they're like, "Yeah, you're not like feeble and weak and like shrinking and some." Yeah. So, but thank you, I appreciate that, and all that you're standing for in the world, and you being here, Jonathan. Thank you for the kind words about my son.
Yes,
I really
sir.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. G Money, we got Jonathan, and
we have Annie Evans joining us, Sean Callaghan and Bella from Ventura, California, seen and heard on Forbes, Radio Nemo, Blog Radio, all kinds of media. Best-selling author, a seasoned speaker, podcaster, contributor, absolutely passionate about promoting global acceptance. Ooh. Welcome, Annie Evans, to The Real Raw.
Well, Annie, thank you for being here.
For the invite.
Yeah, but Annie, we have a challenge. Bella Verita
this was coming my way.
Is very exclusive and not very accepting of people and any degree of diverse perspectives. So can you please share from your heart to hers so we can make her...
I hang out with you. I'm pretty diverse.
More inclusive and more accepting. And of course, I'm kidding. Bella is, you know.
Do you see the stress I'm under, Kin? It's very stressful, this I have to say.
I'm glad I wasn't in your seat right then, but but I've just welcomed the world with my smile. I've been all over the world. Haven't been plat yet, but I'm sure it's in my future. And I am totally, you know, I love all cultures, and I want to help everybody come back together, stop some of this craziness. And my fun fact, if you were going to ask, is I was.
How did you know?
And I was only invited in the last hour, so this is really special.
Yay.
I was celestial navigator, and I logged 44,000 sea miles.
That is definitely one of your people. Let's
Yeah,
hear it.
celestial.
Before GPS.
That is amazing. Truly appreciate you being here, Annie. And can you take Bella to another galaxy?
I would love to take Bella to another galaxy.
Yes. Well, I hope it'll be less stressful than this one.
I think you're in a pretty good galaxy as it is, but we all need to shift gears every once in a while. So let me put my thinking cap on. So I see that Ken has asked Sean if you know Greg Jacobson, and I'm just going to say that I could take you to the galaxy of happiness. Ooh. And acceptance, and we're all one, which we all are one. And how I'm going to get you there, I'm going to work on it, but going to happiness.
Yeah. Well, Annie, appreciate you very much. I love your energy. Right. Amazing.
I think it worked already because I'm a little more accepting of you. I'm gonna let you stay here for like the next half
Annie,
hour or
thank
so.
you. I bought another half an hour.
Yes. She's
right.
magical already.
Yes, she is. Thank you, Annie. We have Annie G Money and
Suel Rana, the only right coaster here with us today, from New York Life, creating teams, recruiting, growing, building social media mastery. Sean Callaghy, welcome to the party, Suel.
All right. Suel, welcome to the party. Suel, what's your fun fact?
Thanks, Sean. Fun fact is like I like cat, so cat like me as well. So the thing is like whenever I see my neighbor cat or some, they're always looking at me, and I look at them. So sometimes they come to my house as well. So that's the fun fact always. Like since I was younger, that still I was having like cat. Still I have cat. So I love it. So I love them. Yeah.
So Suel, where are you coming from in New York today? Like what part of New York?
Basically, I'm from Long Island, close to Queens. Yep.
But you like cats, Bella, right? You have cats like that are right in and around your place.
I do. Oh, that place. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say though that like I love cats.
Are you trying to make Suel upset?
No.
Are you trying to make Annie upset because you're being not inclusive of cats?
No.
Okay, so what's happening? These are our guests. We love them. They're like our chosen family for today.
But there's this thing of like, as Gina kind of alluded to earlier, sometimes there's a little bit of pride in when like you're wrong. And because it doesn't happen very freaking often. So in this case, Sean, you're wrong. Sorry. I love dogs. So sorry, my friend, you're wrong.
Well, thank you, Bella, for it. Suel, I'm very sorry that Bella is not being more hospitable today. I try my best, brother. But thank you. But Suel, what's the mission in the world? So what's your mission in the world, Suel?
Of helping people. So that everybody's in this world, like that whatever we do or for living, we are here for earning money, and always behind the scene, basically we are helping each other. That's why world is so beautiful. So my mission is to that. So we have to make sure that we are helping each other, whatever we are doing, not only for the earning money, that we are make sure that our families, our friends, and our world, beautiful world, is getting nicer day after day. So that's the mission of that I am thinking that is better to grow that whatever I'm carrying to send it to someone else and spread it as much as I can. So that's the mission.
That's beautiful, brother. Appreciate you being here, Suel. Thank you very much.
Thank
Money.
you very much.
Where are we going?
Thanks.
Sean Calgi, does the influence sorceress have her wand with her there? I'm not sure.
Boca Raton.
Come on, Bella.
I can't travel with my magic
right?
wand. It could break.
So in all the like homes and offices of that guy, Sean Calgi, you leave the wand there. We're here at the beach house. You're surfing. Magic is happening.
Why have you not ordered me a magic wand for Long Beach Island? We've got the whole crew here. Magic is happening, and you didn't order me a wand.
Yes, it is, Annie. See what happens to me. I am just it is my responsibility and fault. So I apologize. But however, while we have fun, this woman's extraordinary. And so we joke, we laugh, we have magic. But this is a person of heart, love, caring, impact, acceleration, truly creating magic and influence in the world. Because at the real raw, what we're playing with is how to create the change that we want to see in the world, how to create that within ourselves, and how to have integrous influence, bring leaders together to merge ecosystems for 1 + 1 = 1 trillion, or at least more than 10 relationships to make the world a greater place. That's what this woman does. She started selling crafts on her front lawn at 8 years old, became a 7-figure earner in the space of network marketing. That's tough. Then, remarkably, became the first woman to be the #1 business broker in the state of Nevada at the ripe old age of 24. Incredible.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's a smart cookie. She's a smart cookie, that one.
A very smart cookie, this one, right? Magic cookie, this one. And now she's the chief influence sorceress, CEO, founder of Aligned Talent, sourcing marketing, selling talent to build, grow, and scale companies, training, speaking, leading, doing all the things, including surfing in giant waves right behind us this morning. The one, the only Bella Farida. How are you, Bella?
I am excellent, Sean Calgi.
Yes.
Those waves are crazy.
They were crazy.
I use those waves in a sales analogy. Like, you know, I am when I go out into the ocean, like I am not going to let those waves beat me. Like I am just not. I'm going to keep going out there until one day I beat them. I haven't quite mastered beating them yet because every time I come out of the ocean, I feel like I have lost the fight. But one of these days, I'm going to win those waves.
Yeah. All kidding aside, it's my 45th day of surfing this year. I am blind. That's my fun fact. And it was volcanic today. Volcanic. So Bella did an amazing job and rocking it. And we might just have some more surfing in our future today. So thank you for being here. And let's get this party started.
You didn't ask me my fun fact. I don't get to share a fun fact.
Oh, what is your fun fact? My
well, because we're talking, I think this is pretty fun since we're like, you know, talking about making things like disappear. Yeah. I think I am most infamous for making tequila disappear.
You are good at that, Bella Farida.
The one and only Bella Farida, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. So, welcome. G Money, love you. Thank you. Incredible to spend time. Get your butt back down here. We miss you already.
I am.
You're magical and incredible. Yes, and you're an incredible mom and creator of all things. So thank you, Gina.
Thank you, Sean Calgi. I am taking care of the momhood right now, and I will be back. Enjoy the show, everyone. Thank you from the multiverse. Ciao for now.
Bye,
Ciao
Gina.
for now. Who's going first? Bella.
Ooh. I'm thinking this Gay is about to make some magic happen.
All right, Gay, would you like to go first? And this is all about how you take Bella Farida from hello to yes. Because that's what everything is about anyway, in our marketing, our selling, our managing, our leading, our recruiting, our fundraising for profit, not for profit, just about every relationship we could possibly have. Ooh, not just about, every single relationship. So Gay, who would you like Bella to be as you go from hello to yes?
Okay, I'm going to go back. And before I do that, I'm going to give you one other fun fact about me.
Yes.
Which in hearing everyone else, I have been, or I was, for many years, shot out of the cannon, cut in half with a giant buzzsaw, turned into a tiger, and I did these things 8 shows a week. So that's another little fun fact.
Bella, can you Bella, like, we love this woman. That's amazing. Shot out of the cannon. We love the absurd and the crazy. The fact that you were shot in half, shot out of a cannon, and all the things 8 days a week, that makes magic.
Yeah. Yes. And so, Bella, I think one of the things that you should probably think about doing is becoming a little more extroverted. I think if you could just get out of your shell and participate a little bit more in things and people around you, you will find that anything you want to do just falls at your feet. And I think just walking in the room, or perhaps more important, perhaps flying into a room. Maybe
I like this.
That
this is idea for future events.
I agree.
So I think, and those are things we can do, but I think you just need that one little push just to break your shell and just forge ahead.
Why, thank you, Ms. Gay. I will work on breaking out of my shell.
I love it. So, Gay, who would you like? You ready to go from hello to yes with Bella?
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
Yes.
Please. Bella, take us in.
So what's the scenario?
Oh, yeah.
Who am I
who is
playing?
Bella?
Did you forget how this goes?
No,
I was gone for 1 week and you already forgot how this goes?
Yes, we were replacing in that. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Yes.
Replacing what?
Yeah.
What did you just say? Replacing?
Bella Verita. So yes, Gay, would you like Bella to be herself or be somebody else?
Oh, I think she should definitely be herself.
Yes.
Because I think
I think this thing turned off.
I think the best role playing starts with being yourself and then jumping out of that character into something else. But you've got to start with a core. You've got to start with a center location to do it. And I think you can only be that person yourself.
And you know what? Yes, you're seeking. So let's do this.
Go. It's all about genuine. You gotta be genuine.
Hello, this is Bella.
Hello, and how are you today?
I'm wonderful. How about yourself?
Just fine. I was reading on your resume that although you're applying for this job to be a magician's assistant, that you're claustrophobic and you were concerned about being inside of a small space. Now, is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
Well, why do you think you're afraid of being inside of a small space?
I think when I got in trouble as a kid, my mom would always put me in the corner, but the corner was always a dark closet and she would shut the door. And so it just feels like every time I'm in a small dark space that I'm being punished and I've done something bad.
Sorry that you
Okay, but then another way of doing it would be if you're thinking about being in this space of which you have control. You have control to get yourself out of the space. You have control to stay in the space. You can do any of those things that you want to do at any time because it's all you. And you can pop up silently. You can pop up and come bouncing out and have the whole world know you're there. But those are things. And so once you're in control, then you're not afraid of it because the small space, all it is are the soft containers around you, which really mean nothing. They're just allowing you to get cozy and comfortable.
I like my dark closets that I was in a kid were not very cozy and comfortable. That's for sure.
Well, that's what you'll discover inside of illusions. They actually will be, and you'll be able to hear the music and you'll hear the tapping of the dancers and various things. So you actually are always part of the outside world without anyone else knowing it.
I like that. Well, thank you. No one's ever been able to explain it to me that way. And I've gone through so many interviews, and this is always a thing that comes up, and then people don't end up wanting to hire me. So this is the first time that someone's actually talked me through that. So I appreciate it.
Well, and what we'll do is that we will put you in something, and you will be able to pop out at any point, put yourself back in, pop out, so that as soon as you know that you're in control of it, all your fears will go away.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Gay. Thank you for the opportunity, and I look forward to it.
Yeah. What is happening here?
Are you trying to pop back into my space? You popping in, popping out?
They said they want you to pop out of a cake or something with some friends. So what is happening here? Can you take the phone call?
Pop out of a cake? That sounds like fun. Do I get to eat cake too?
Yes. Excellent job, Gay. Love it. Ken, who would you like Bella Verita to be?
Who would I like Bella for her to be?
Yes, for you to go from hello to yes with her.
I'd like her to be a disgruntled fan who's angry and frustrated that she couldn't get the ticket that she wanted.
Ooh. Bella can be disgruntled sometimes. Let's go disgruntled Bella, please.
Hello, this is Bella.
Hi Bella, how you doing? I'm with Tix Fan Concierge. We're different than a normal ticket operation. We're a ticket.
Yeah. All of you guys are the same. What do you need?
Sorry, we're a fan-to-fan service. So what we do is we provide gig income to lower socioeconomic fans to provide high-level service to middle-class fan consumers. So that is our whole Tix Fan gigs. It's redistribute. Let me fix it. I'm redistributing the money that the ticket bots used to make back into the fans' hands via a commission. So the fans are buying the tickets now instead of the ticket bots. That's my new company.
And how does that work? Because I've been in. every time I buy tickets from the ticket companies, I feel like I get screwed every single time.
Yes. You call in, and then you're assigned to another fan who has taken on the role as a Tix Fan Concierge. Who then their job, they don't own any tickets. Their job is to locate the best deal for you and to educate you on how the market works. Okay, in the beginning, the prices are always super high because the primary sellers keep the volume low on purpose, so the prices stay high. So the first thing we would advise you is don't let your FOMO get the best of you. You don't want to pay $2,500 for this seat right now. I can get it for you in $1,000 in a couple weeks. So I'm going to tickler you for a call you back and get you the seat you want, but I'm going to get it for you at the price that's right.
How do I know this is legit? Yeah, do you have your reviews on the company?
You could look up my name. You could look up anything about me. I hide nothing. I was sued by the federal government. I was prosecuted by the DOJ. I took a plea because I had to, because they threatened to bankrupt me if I took my trial. And I went through all that. And then afterwards, I got sober. And then I had that conversation I explained to you with Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then now I have a new business, which basically they're calling us the Uber of tickets. Is basically what they're calling us.
Got it.
Okay. Fans are making money with us instead of other scalpers.
Got it. Well, sounds interesting. Ken, you can send me over some information. Would love to see what we can do for our next event. Awesome. Thank you. I did magic. Sean Callagy's back. Boom.
Hey, by the way, you have a phone call. It's tickets to a gala, and you get to sit with like celebrity athletes. Yeah.
Can I sit with? I heard that this guy Sean Callagy's going to be there. Can I sit with him?
That'll cost $100,000.
I can get you any seat you want anywhere, anytime.
Ooh, $100,000 seat next to Sean Callagy.
Yes, we have to talk to Ken.
Wait, if I can sell a seat next to you for $100,000, can we split that?
Yes, hey Ken. What? So Ken, would you like? This is for fun. We're really having a 100th anniversary gala for the American Foundation for the Blind. We're co-chairing. We've raised millions of dollars, $3 million this year already for the AFB. So we're sourcing A-list music act. This is September 23rd. Is that something you'd be interested in potentially partnering with the AFB and us in accessing some folks to buy some really high ticket, to source some high ticket folks that would sit with celebrity athletes, Hall of Famers, et cetera? Is that something you'd be interested in?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, cool. All right, so we'll set that up after. So thank you. I mean, that was like for real.
That was like a 30-second hello to yes.
Yeah, excellent. So a lot of fun things can happen there. So
Thank you,
awesome, Ken. Appreciate it. Let's see what the judges have to say. Which judge should we go to first?
Ooh, I'm feeling Annie. Annie's like dancing. She's like ready to go. Right. Let's bring it, Annie.
Annie, loving the energy.
I mean, you can ask me any question you want. Nothing embarrasses me. Nothing.
Ooh,
and I don't get either because I learned when I started doing a lot of things in the public that hiding things just gets you in trouble. So
amen. Yeah. Amen. So Annie, we're gonna go 30 seconds of feedback for each of these amazing two participants. 15 seconds on what worked, 15 seconds on what could be optimized. Then please a score on a scale of 1 to 10. Bella Verita is the time integrity police. She gets very testy. So yes, she's even got the knife. So let's start with this, Annie. What do you think? let's go with Gay. What'd you have? 30 seconds of feedback and a score, please.
I loved Gay. I thought she was brilliant with Bella, and would love to get to know her, more and see what she really does. But I thought she was off the cuff fantastic.
And your score is?
My score is, I don't give out 10s, so I'm gonna say an 8. Nice. 8.5.
And how about for Ken, the man that can get a ticket to anything? What do you have for him?
Plus, I'll answer the question you want.
Go ahead, Annie.
I'm gonna say that Ken could polish up his act a little better, but I'd be very interested in getting his phone number for when I need tickets. And I think he's a value to the world, and it sounds like he's already really on the program to try. Thank you, Ken. To try and help. I love to go to concerts. I would love to be a Platt member. So
and your score for Ken is?
6.
6. Awesome.
Nice.
Thank you, Annie.
Jonathan, let's go with what do you have for Gay?
All right. Yeah, I would agree. I think Gay was really well articulated. I think you have a flow to your language and your tone that engages. And I think, the way that you address the problem and gave a workaround was well put. And I think it'd be effective, using that strategy would be effective for anything. So I thought it was well done. I was impressed. And I think the score is right there. I think an 8 I think is well valued at an 8. So good job on that.
Thank you, Jonathan. How about for Ken?
Ken, I think your ideas, your company idea is fantastic, and I think Bella, like what she did was like what I would do, like which was like, what's your social proof? Like, we're used to getting like ripped off by scalpers, so it's like you could pitch me the best. You could say the tickets are, front row, whatever. And my first thing's going to be like, prove that it's, prove it sort of. So I would have that.
I can give you one proof right now, which is that we're a company that doesn't charge by percentage, which is the most ridiculous thing in the world, because a $2,000 barcode doesn't cost $300. It costs $0. And so we charge by flat fee. We go out and find the ticket, and then we charge $25 a ticket. We don't charge $500 in fees and stuff like that.
Awesome, Ken. Thank you, Jonathan. And what was your score for Ken, Jonathan?
Yeah, I think you polish it up, like, have that social proof. I think you'll be right there. But at 5, I think because you just didn't have that right away ready. But I think you're on your track, buddy. Good job.
Nice. Okay, thank you, Jonathan. And Suel, what did you have, please, for?
All right. Thank you. So basically, as a recruiter, in 3 minutes is very short term for Gay. What was, that. So introduction could be little bit more in that, maybe 30 seconds. Then she was very, very interesting to listen, Bella. What she has problem in the resume, and she was giving the very nice, answer for that. And Bella was so happy to know that it is not a problem for her. It was very interesting. I like that the answer and solution for Bella as a Gay.
And your score for Gay is?
Score for Gay will be, I can go for 8.
Nice. I like that. How about for Ken? What'd you have?
He's amazing. Basically, that for Ticketmaster, like as he was taking the challenge, like he will give the best price in the industry. And little bit confusion with the Bella, that is it true that are you sure you are going to give us the real low price? And he says like, you can find me in Google Me, like then you'll find the results. And Ken could challenge her that if you buy one time, then definitely I can tell you'll come next all the time. Like you'll invite other friends too. I can tell you will like that. And for score, I'll go for 7.5.
Nice, excellent job. Okay. So Bella, I think we should have some more fun.
I think we should do some like magic.
Yes, that would be very cool. So what do you think?
I am thinking, since you have a fellow Platt brother here,
Yes.
that it might be fun to like have a little fun with Jonathan. Make
Okay.
some,
What do you think we
make
should
some
do?
magic.
What should we do?
So Jonathan, we're gonna do some magic. So excuse me. So we always have these participants that come on and they're like in the hot seat. They've got to go from hello to yes in 3 minutes and they get scores. But there's someone here that thinks that they are the best at this. As a matter of fact, they have a bet out with Grant Cardone for $250,000 for charity that he can out-influence him on a neutral set of facts. You following me, Jonathan?
I'm following, yeah.
So what we get to do is we get to come up with a scenario, anything that you would like to set up to go from hello to yes, and we're gonna get to put Sean on the hot seat. Doesn't that sound?
Sounds fun to me.
So
that's fun for you.
I think it's gonna be fun for all of these folks too. So Jonathan, you get to set up any scenario. Like Sean has had to be President Trump, convincing President Biden to like still build the wall. He had to convince a woman who was like dead, and this is a high, topic, dead set against vaccines on getting the vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
He even had to convince a very conservative New Jersey attorney on going to Burning Man. Like you had to get that yes. And then just last week or 2 weeks ago, you were like Darth Vader, influencing, I always forget who? Padme on why they should go to war.
Yes.
Yes. So any scenario and going from hello to yes, it could be of service to you, something that you want to seek a yes in, that you'd like to see Sean demonstrate, or anything fun and amusing that we might be able to go from hello to yes. What do you think, Jonathan?
I mean, if we really want this to be fun and amusing, then what I think I would like to hear Sean try to go from hello to yes would be to convince a relatively conservative girlfriend into engaging in a three-way relationship.
Nice question.
Oh no!
And we'll see how good Sean is at that.
That was not my idea.
This has never happened.
Yeah, do you ever even
you guys
these
mentioned the platinum, the platinum relationship. We go on adventure trips. We like to have fun, and that's where I was going with that.
Am I turning purple?
You are turning purple.
All right.
This isn't like the most conservative man on the planet that doesn't even like talk about this stuff publicly. So this should be really fun.
I have your answer.
I'm sorry?
I have your answer.
No, this is, you have no idea. So, I know all of you are very new to introduction to this gentleman, but he is by far, like, he doesn't even say the word fart. That's probably going to turn him bright red. He doesn't even like say, there's like words that like, yes, he doesn't even like say, he's like super, and like, and this is also like, so Sean also doesn't even say
super
like,
appropriate.
Well, beyond appropriate. He doesn't even say like that woman's pretty. He says she's presentable. Like he doesn't objectify anyone in any way, shape, or form. Has never said like a woman's beautiful or that woman's beautiful. Like he's like, I think, and he's blind. So he's like, I think that they're very presentable. So from going from presentable to a three-way, this should be fun. This is gonna definitely have to go in the bloopers for sure.
Oh boy.
Oh, now you're taking my seats.
Yes,
You're supposed to be adding people to this seat, not taking away.
I'm so confused and dizzy right now. All right, Jonathan. Listen, brother, this is what it's supposed to be. This is the first time I've ever actually felt uncomfortable. So where I really feel like I'm on a hot seat. So I do appreciate it.
Go get the whole team for this.
You should bring them up.
I'm gonna go get them.
Ready? Okay, here we go. All right. So who is going to play, Jonathan, the role of my conservative girlfriend?
I mean, it has to be Gay. I mean, she's got the background of, having the acting, and I mean, I would say.
So Gay, are you up for this role play?
I don't know. I'm also like you. This is not my this is not my genre of activity. But
no, listen,
okay.
we're not pressuring anybody to do anything ever. So,
Okay, I mean, we can try.
all right, I promise you, I will be highly appropriate. So I promise. So all right. Okay. So hey, Gay, thank you so much. I know it's been crazy. You've been working so hard. I've been working so hard. Would it be okay though if we just continued, in a conversation in a slightly different direction?
Sure.
So we talked a lot. We've been through a lot of programs. I know we really follow the work of Allison Armstrong and understanding men and understanding women. But if I could just ask you, check in with you, what's your current vision for our relationship and making it work and making us, continue to grow together? What's present for you around your vision of our relationship?
Well, I think at this moment we've had a very good start during the pandemic, during all these challenging times. And I'd just like to see us continuing to grow and get to know each other more, but not quickly. I think right now there's so many other problems in the world that we don't want to be just dependent on another person to solve our problems. So I think we need to make sure that all of our responses to things are the same.
Yeah, awesome. I appreciate that. And I'm so grateful for it. When we think about what is the magic of our relationship together, what are some of the 1, 2, 3 words that would come up first for you?
The compatibility, the joyousness of life that we share, the goals for the future.
Yeah. I agree. Compatibility, vision, alignment. I think transparency, integrity. I think those would also come up for me. And probably would it be okay? And again, I appreciate you're having this conversation. I appreciate you and love you so much and couldn't be more grateful for everything you bring to my life. Would it be okay if I shared a couple of things that may come as a shock, may come as a surprise? Would that be okay with you?
Of course.
Yeah. So I guess first I'd like to share though that while this may come as a quite out of left field, especially in light of the values we share, the things that we love and aspire to, none of this has anything to do with you. None of this has anything to, it affects you, but none of this has anything to do with my love for you, my appreciation for you, my vision and hope and desire that we continue to grow together. And I would never want to be with anybody else as the person beside me for the rest of my life. And that said, there's been just feelings that have arisen for me and thoughts. I have not acted on them in any way. But what I'm really feeling a pull towards, and I'm not expecting you in this quick conversation to agree to this. And I hope that we can sort of decrease any charge and reaction about it. But if there's any possibility, I'd love to have a longer conversation about it, is bringing somebody else into a part of our intimacy and having a third person become a part of our relationship. And I'm not thinking about that as being a permanent fixture, a permanent person, but as something that we might try and experiment with on a one-time basis. And it's something that I feel a lot of pull towards. So I'll just pause there and check in, how are you doing?
Well, I think if that's something you're really serious about, then I'm probably not the person for you, because that does not match any of my thoughts or philosophies in relationships.
Okay. And I know we've done a lot of, I thank you. I appreciate that. It's how, before me saying this, how do you feel about me? You know, my reality is we have a deep love. We're super connected. We see our futures together. And before I said what I just said, is that what I've been reading correctly or no?
Absolutely. Yes. And so for you to take something that I thought was mutual in concepts, thoughts, ideas, and love, and to go in such a left turn direction, it is very surprising. And it's also very off-putting.
Yeah, I am sure. But I still love you. And I guess my request would be that you could keep a 1%, 0.1% open ear, because I felt the exact same way as you did. And over the past year, I've been meeting a lot of different people. And I've seen and experienced communications, dynamics that have been really different, and things that I never would have thought were appropriate, could possibly work. And I've seen some people that are just so utterly happy. And their happiness is rooted in a different definition of commitment. And it's a commitment to love that's slightly different on its boundaries, obviously. It's slightly different on its approaches to freedom and commitment together, and integrity, transparency. And, you know, if I could just ask you this question: have you ever been attracted to any other man ever since we've been together?
Of course.
Okay.
That's
And
human nature.
I agree, but you've never told me why. And I
didn't think I needed to.
Yeah.
Just as you can like a certain type of coffee, and suddenly you try another one. It's very good. That doesn't mean you immediately want to leave the one you've been having for years to try this other one, then on a one-time basis. And yet in relationships, the longer it lasts, the more it builds, the more layers there are. Then that's where your transparency and your being able to be free and consenting to all things is going. But when you suddenly break that, then to me, it's like, it's a different person. It's starting over.
Yeah. I feel you, but I also felt that there was a little bit in your example of coffee where some uncertainty kind of was there a little bit, not in your emotion, but in the logic. Because you did say coffee that you like, and you try a different coffee. And how, and one, now I know I never would have believed this, but what if it's possible that it's just the same thing? That we can have our coffee that we love, like this is our coffee, and occasionally we have a different coffee, but we enjoy it together and not separate. And we form agreements around things that are just very, very different. You know, at one point we were children and we didn't understand a lot of the things that adults deal with: money, marketing, selling, leading, relationships, intimacy. And what if there's just potentially some more out there on our growth? And listen, I don't want to lose you. I don't. All I am requesting is that we set up one night to talk for hours about this, and to hold some space just to listen and explore the conversation. And I don't want to lose you, but it would be really meaningful to me if we could have that conversation. And if you say no, I'll do my best. But I would love to step into a new and different space together of radical transparency. And I would love to step into a space of growth and exploration to take our relationship to the next level. So what are your thoughts, Gay?
I won't say no to a conversation. I'm saying no to the activity.
Well, thank you. So let's have that conversation and let's set it. And I appreciate you very much. So thank you, Gay.
Of course.
Out of roll. All right. So let's start with Gay. How do I do?
Oh.
I feel nauseous, but how do I do?
I don't think I've ever seen you like actually choke going from that. Like you're like losing your like. I don't think I've ever seen.
Well, and between the two of us, because I was choking, yes. So it's no, you did incredibly well. It's the tones that you used, the calmness with everything, I think was probably the biggest selling point.
Thank you. Jonathan, how did I do in your scenario? Congratulations to putting me on the hottest hot seat I've ever been put on in my entire life.
And I guarantee you, Peter Slade is highly entertained by this downstairs.
So Jonathan, how'd I do?
You know, I mean, I think that your language was good, your tone was good. I liked how you honored your relationship first. I mean, I thought it was good. I mean, obviously you're not confident in that position, and I could feel that, the choking, the somewhat stuttering around the actual proposal. I mean, I lost confidence in your own, like where you stood on it, but it was clear you didn't believe in it. You know what I mean? So, but I think it was, I mean, I learned, not about that specific position, that scenario, but I learned a lot of skills through listening to you about how just to speak to a woman in general. So I think it was good. I mean, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to hear. Honestly, why I brought this up was, what value would you bring to the client? Like, how are you going to propose this situation that would provide value to the client, AKA your girlfriend? And I didn't ever hear that. Like, what value does that give her, other than maybe her and her need to want to make you happy? Like, I guess that's sort of given, but that was kind of what I was in. That's why I picked kind of this off the cuff, was like, I'm always looking in my business to present value to our patients for the services we provide. And the inherent value is their health. Like, but sometimes it's not enough, right? So I'm always looking for these painful, expensive procedures. How can I provide value to them? And that's why I kind of picked this weird one off the, off the cuff. But
Absolutely.
But I thought it was good, man. I was impressed. I thought it was good.
Yeah, and I agree that we talk about unpacking value with you. I think in that time frame, because somebody was so regimented and fixed on the belief structure, that if I'm like, oh, it could be great because you might like women, you know what I mean? Like, so the more, the bigger the leap. So what I was looking at was get just an incremental yes.
Oh,
right?
I see.
An incremental yes to like open the space. I'll do that frequently. I like we'll always look for just a small, tiny step forward, right? And yes is our sequence. So if it's a big, if it's a big move, we try to make an irresistible offer. So my irresistible offer was the conversation, right? And so that's all. But I love your feedback, so thank you. So how was your time on the Real Raw?
That was good. That's good. It's fun, man. This is great.
That's what you did with Lee Steinberg, right? Is it wasn't, in building that relationship, and I think that's important to drop in is, a lot of times is we like to go from hello to yes in one conversation for, whatever. But sometimes those bigger yeses require more of that relationship. And that's what you did with, Lee Steinberg, went from one little yes to, a big, massive yes.
Yeah, I think that's the point. So, right. So sometimes when we're looking, not sometimes, when we have a larger yes, like that's a disruptive yes, like conservative to like that, so it's a sequencing of yeses to get the, and what Bill was talking about is Lee Steinberg's coming to the AFB Charity Gala. He is Jerry Maguire, the character Tom Cruise played. That is Lee Steinberg in real life. That's based on a real character. And so Lee, I met at a speaking engagement. It was extraordinary. He has the most successful Super Bowl party, or most successful, the highest filled relationship capital Super Bowl party, probably one of the top 10 relationship capital events of the year outside of like Emmys, Oscars, etc. And so the first thing that we did was have Lee agree to do something, a charitable event that we're both at, that I agreed to like add value to, and he agreed to add value to. And that was the beginning of a sequence. And then it was a yes to a quick 10-minute conversation at a table. And then it was a yes to a phone call. And then it was a yes to another phone call, that was an hour instead of 15 minutes. And
it was a yes for a 30-minute call that always turned into 2 hours.
Yeah. And so the sequencing and the building of yes, I think is an important point. But amazing scenario, Jonathan. It was a great access, and your feedback was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
How was your time with us, Jonathan, in the Real Raw?
I enjoyed it. I came on with the intention of, doing something different, different part of my day, and try to learn something and get better and hopefully provide a little bit of help to someone else. And I think we achieved that tenfold. So I appreciate it.
Well, thank you, brother. I really appreciate you very, very much. Annie, great job. How was your time with us on the Real Raw?
Well, I really enjoyed it. And I was really feel honored that I was able to come on here, and I would definitely want to do it again. I appreciated everybody in this open forum. I just got asked to come in the last few minutes, and so this was really awesome. I think I appreciated everybody's input, and so I just would really like to see more of this. I think it's a good platform for other people to, really expand upon.
Well, thank you. Well, Annie, appreciate you very, very much. Wonderful job. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Suel, loved it. Thank you. Appreciate you. Great feedback. How was your time in the Real Raw today?
Fantastic. Basically, it's a lot of things to learn. Basically, as I see that, as you make the example with a gay a few minutes back, that you have to basically not dance with your music. You have to dance with your customers or other side music to get yes from that side, right? So that's the main point. Like we have to listen. We have to listen more. I have to listen more. That's the point, to understand, feel, and what is going on other side of the voice. Then maybe when I can feel it the same way, then I might be get yes better.
Well, thank you, Suel. Wonderful job. I know Gay has the bounce. Gay, thank you so much. And
Thank you.
Incredible scenario. How was your day?
So this has been charming and delightful and most informative.
Well, thank you. Great job. Appreciate you, Gay. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And Ken, how was your time here with us? The man that can get a ticket to anything.
It was fun. I liked it. I wasn't quite sure what it was all about, but I'm definitely into meeting the people that have the 3 criteria I put on top of even skills, which is character, honesty, and loyalty. So if I have those 3 things with when I'm recruiting, those are the kind of people I'm looking for, and good people are hard to find.
Well, thank
you. This group seems like a group of good people. So yeah, I mean, it's nice, The only thing that was left unsaid that I wanted to say was that the fans got their service taken away 20 years ago when StubHub and Vivid and all those big ticket sellers took over on the internet. It used to be that a broker would give you service, but then these big companies took over. So fans have nobody representing them, and they haven't for 20 years. So we're coming in and saying, look, it's even in our bylaws, the fans have to profit before we do. And so I'm going to become the fan champion, period. Or I'll be dead. Possibility.
Well, Ken, thank you. Appreciate you very, very much, my friend. And thank you for being here. And Bella Verita, final.
That was the funnest hot seat I have ever gotten to witness. Thank you, Jonathan.
Well, I was going to tell you something. You never even think about that with someone that you love.
Yeah. But what I was going to say is, it was really fun to watch because I know how integrous you are, and to even make that conversation as integrous as you are was absolutely beautiful and masterful, and that's what the formula is all about. And there was a conversation for an exploration, and so the team put in the chat a guide for you, so definitely download that, because there is a formula. There is self-mastery around going from hello to yes on anything, as we have seen and demonstrated here today. And Tony Robbins said there's no one that leads with more heart and more integrity. And I think you demonstrated that here today, because even in that, you honored her, you respected her. There was so much heart that was present. And I think that is, what makes, integrity-based human influence and Unblinded so incredibly special. So thank you for having us all here.
Thank you. Appreciate you, Bella. Listen, our money, time, magic is out there. And by magic, we mean all the things we want to create, the impact, the contribution, the adventure, the passion, the love, all of it. But the challenge is we're all blind.
And just learning to see.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.